Hello and welcome to another episode of Commander Durdle. So, as I pointed out, I think in the preamble in Set Musings, one of the things about this set is there are no legendary creatures. However, there are legendary planeswalkers. So, what I decided to do is, without sort of even, going through any of the rares individually, the presence of Garruk, Primal Hunter, has pushed me down a certain rabbit hole. So the moment I saw this in the card pool, because again this was 180 cards, so that's 12 packs. Straight away I decided that, obviously, although I couldn't make Garruk my commander, what I could do is focus in on the sort of things that Garruk is doing and maybe pick something which would synergize with that. So yeah, we've got Garruk's abilities, which are +1, put a 3/3 green beast creature token onto the battlefield. Oh, by the way, it's 2 and 3 green to cast, and it's 3 loyalty. -3, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control, and -6, put a 6/6 green worm creature token into the battlefield for each land you control. So the idea, what I wanted to go with, is something, a deck that sort of spits out tokens and also leverages within that the populate mechanic. Now, the reason why I've got these sideboarded, obviously these weren't in the original pool. Whenever I'm putting, it's just a side thing I wanted to just highlight. Whenever I'm putting these episodes together, there's a couple of ways I can go where if there aren't any legendary creatures in the set, and one way is just to go with a legend which reflects best the theme, the mechanic, of whatever of the rare that I'm using, instead of the fact that there's no legendary creature there. Best sort of typifies that theme or mechanic or ability, whatever it is. And in this case, I felt that Ghired, Conclave Exile, was probably best suited for that role, because when it enters the battlefield, it generates a token. Admittedly, it's not a 3/3 beast token, but it is a 4/4 green rhino creature token. I think rhinos are in the set as well. And whenever it attacks, you get to populate. And the token enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So when you produce when you populate a particular token, so you create a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. It's also tapped and attacking. So there is a bit of a timing issue on this. There is another way you can deal with this, is I could just pick utility commanders. So, I could, as I think I've done with a paper deck before, is use Mora from the Boundless and build a like a 5-color beast, 5-color beast tribal. That's what I wanted to say, beast tribal. Or I could go with more like a 5-color utility commander, where the commander's purely there for utility, and then just fill in. So in future episodes you may see me do that, where if there's no legendary creatures in the set, then either I go with a commander that plays to the rare that I've picked, or I just use a 5-colour utility commander. So here's the card pool with the commander in place, and I've removed all the cards that are unplayable in terms of their colour. So now we just got to go through. We've got, the nice thing is we've got red, green, white to play with, as I mentioned in the set musings. You know, Populate is a red, green, white mechanic. There's a lot of it in Return to Ravnica et al. Particularly in green, white. And so it's going to be cool to see what things get suggested. Also, because I'm playing red, green, white, there's going to be certain tricolour cards which help with various things in terms of mana or other stuff that we might want to include. But in the back of my mind when I'm doing this, we really need to think about, you know, does this card support a token deck, and by association does it support Populate? If it doesn't, or it doesn't benefit the utility that we need just through utility cards like you know, searching out land, or you know, generating mana, or removal or bounce. Because the nice thing is with, you know, red, white, we're going to see we've got some nice removal at our disposal. So let's just see. Okay, so when this dies, exile target permanent. Archon of Justice is quite an interesting card to have in a deck. So it's a 4/4 flyer. It's not helping our token strategy. But when it does get killed, we do get to exile opponent's stuff. Birds of Paradise. Okay, we'll have that. I don't know if I want to be... See, this actually does put tokens into play. 7 comes in with 5, so it's 7, 7 for 5, 5. I'll be putting the 5 counters on it, and I remove the counters, and it does spit out flying 1/1s. So I'll leave that in for the moment. It's not as big a creatures as I would want, but seeing as it's in the set, okay, that's handy. I can put creature cards in here into play. Scramble verse. For each non-land permanent, choose a player at random. No. And Solemn. Yep. Acidic Slime, useful utility in green. Alabaster Mage. No. Arbalist Beat. Elite. No. Autumn's Veil. No. I'm not playing around with artifacts, so no to that. Carnage Worm. Bloodthirst was a thing in the set, obviously, but interesting thing going on with counters in the set. Crown of Empires. No, I don't think this is a side issue. Whoops. Having problems. Sometimes it's better to start from the bottom. Okay, I don't really want that. Opponent, you gain 6 life. Opponent. It's tokens again, but yeah. This interesting fella. No, I don't think I want to be playing around with enchantments. Interesting way of dealing with flyers and having a 2/5 creature. Spirit Mantle, no, no, No. Again, see, it is tokens, but Great Sword +3/+0. I think I'll get rid of that and just see what equipment gets suggested, if any. No. I'm going to take that out. Act of Treason. Even for the moment. No Angel's Mercy. Right, don't want Wall of Torches, don't want Vassal. That is an interesting card because it does protect my commander. I think I'll leave it in. No Siege Mastodon, Sacred Wolf. High Guardian. Okay. I'll leave the basics in. Might as well leave Manalith in, seeing it's in the set. We'll leave that in. I don't want the Lava Axe. No. Even though Bloodthirst is in the set, I'm not playing that as a theme. There is a beast, but okay. We'll leave the fog in. Might as well leave that way of dealing with enchantments. No. Okay, we'll save that. We will sort this by custom. Okay. I need to. I don't have any mountains. It's always interesting to see what artwork they've got with upcoming sets. Okay. Right. Just make this M12. What should we have? Yeah. Okay. So we'll start off with 36 lands maybe. That's easy, isn't it? So what, 12 of each as a starting point. Let's make them easy and then we can adjust that. Right, let's see what crazy suggestions we get. Probably going to need some of those like red, green, white tri-lands, of which there are several. I suspect we're going to see things like Trostani and different versions of that, and Sundering Groves, and you know, all the usual populate cards. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of in terms of like Jungle Shrine as well. So maybe I'll get my land base sorted out first of all. So obviously command tower, yes to that. This is nice Evolving Wilds artwork. Oh dear, how did that happen? Okay. I do like these. So but they can be a bit slow. But once they go online, then everything's cool. Tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Well, I suppose if money is no object, seeing as we're just doing this virtually, the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Okay. So what's the other one? There should be a third, shouldn't there? It's about that you can draw 2 or more lands. Just looking at the different options here if I want to play something different. There it is. So red, white. Do that for a change. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 35. Just put this up a bit. 38. Maybe not. It's a bit too high. Okay. Do that for a moment. Right. Onwards. So, what's it suggesting? So how am I best going to invest in artifacts? Do I want to have, I suppose I should protect my commander now. That's interesting, as we're paying tokens, that would be nice in the deck. So would that. So would Mimic Vat. In fact, all of these are really nice in the deck. Ten artifacts. Yeah, we'll have a few of those. Why not? So we've already got our Planeswalker. I don't know what else it would suggest. So let's look at some spot utility. So really I want stuff that's got Populate stapled to it, or generates multiple tokens. Charms are always nice because of utility. So we've got 3 suggestions here which do feature Populate. So we've got Artifact Destruction with Populate stapled to it. We've got way of gaining back control of our, giving our creatures, indestructible and populating. And we've got Second Harvest. Now in terms of instant speed removal, we do have the benefit of Swords to Plowshares because we're playing with white, and also Path to Exile. Now our main problem is card draw because of the colours we're playing. So do that and that. That's interesting. Where does that leave me? With a lot of instants. So I've got several cards here. Let's take out Demystify, seeing as it's just targeting one thing, whereas we've got Naturalize, which does do artifacts or enchantments. We've got Sundering Graves, which has Populate on it as well. Yeah. And what sort of one-off sorcery stuff do we have? Ooh, you don't want to play that. So we're in green, so no surprise to see Cultivate, Farseek, Kadolma's Reach. This is not so good because it won't search for forests, but so let's try that. Non-token creatures. So we'll destroy my own. I should get some card draw going. We need Phyrexian Rebirth because it's Phyrexian Rebirth. Rampant Growth. How are we doing? 7 sorceries. Let's just stick to that for the moment. and have a look at our enchantments. I just always do this just in case, because sometimes as I change the deck without redoing this search, it doesn't always you know, there you go, see it's made a slight adjustment. Definitely want parallel lives, and these populate ones. So growing ranks. Okay, one or more tokens on your control. It creates 2. Okay, yep. Creature tokens you control with +1/+1 and vigilance. And that's cool. You get to draw a card off of that. I do like Fires of Yavimaya and Doubling Season. And Beastmaster Ascension. So 9. I think that might be enough for the moment. I may want to take out this Troll Hide though. But it is potentially protecting my commander, so maybe I'll leave it in. Okay, so we've done instants, we've done sorceries, we've done artifacts, we've done enchantments. We'll have a quick look at planeswalkers. Don't know whether it will add anything else to our mix, but you never know. And then we'll concentrate on creatures and we should be there. So with this particular commander, obviously the main things to go for are populate and or tokens. This is the main thing. Well, nothing to see there. So let's go back to creatures. So again, initially anything with populate is going to be my first pick. Right, so that, plus we got some utility here as well. But can exile any card as well, which is nice. That's good. It's going to protect tokens, which is cool. Oh, of course, Reese, yes. I forgot about that. Oh, this as well. We got landfall, and that's spitting out tokens. Nice. Well, it's an interesting looking deck if nothing else. I mean, when we come to look at the curve, we might be sorely disappointed. Shall I just put this in because I can? 10/10 colourless Eldrazi creature token. Okay. Create tokens, attacking, and exile the token. Okay. again. Looks like fun. Okay. Copy of the creature except as haste. It's got cool utility on it. Draw 6 or more lands, create a 5/5. Yeah, let's have some dragons. 92. So I do have grain ranks in here. So I'm just making sure I've got all the synergy stuff. I think I did have a root. Did I have a root-born defences in here? Yeah, I did. And in the enchantments area, we've got all the good stuff. There's a whole load of really interesting utility as well here. There is also a fog effect that I might want to sub that out for. Let's have a look. Looks good. I did have a second harvest in here as far as I know, which is one of the obvious ones to go for. Yeah. And there was that. See, there is another sorcery, which I don't remember seeing, which is also, I think that was on our original, must have been on our original list, which is what full flowering. Although pretty high cost in there. And we've got the Guild Mage. So let's go and start looking at some more, see whether it's giving us a few more creature suggestions. Because that's really what I'm after. Right. Oops, I forgot to do that. Okay. Oh, here we go. You can see the difference. It's well worth, like, as you modify your deck, if you're using this recommendation tool to just redo the search as you go along. I don't know how much trample I've got in here though. I don't know if that will be, whether that would switch on particularly well. This might be nice. It would make the deck very aggressive. That's a nice touch in this deck. So 2 more cards. Okay. Garrick's Pack Leader does make a lot of sense. I thought I'd already got that in there, but obviously not. Maybe I need an Eternal Witness just to get something back. Yeah, maybe I just go for the utility. Right. Let's shock ourselves and have a look at the stats. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Well, lucky I've got, I might need to add more. Well, I suppose we've got a bit of ramp. We've got some ramp here, so I might have to come back and tweak this a bit. So I'll average 3.56. Now we're not playing an awful lot of red, interestingly enough. Interestingly enough. So what we should do is, so we got more green than anything. Oops. Yeah, I just got to be a bit careful here. I don't want to cut out too much red. Seeing as it's in my commander as well. I think I'll stick with that for the moment. I mean, I do have additional non-basics which are going to fix for that, but yeah, I don't think I want to cut back too much. Okay, so let's export this. Like I said, I may end up rebalancing my banner base slightly. Let's play test this. Oh dear. So, oh, that's interesting. We get a reset fairly quickly, although we can't start doing anything until turn 3. Primal combat damage. Well, this is really the only problem with these where you staple something to something else is you want to do it when obviously it makes sense to populate. That's the only problem. So you don't want to sort of blow the populate ability if it doesn't make any sense. Okay, So, one forest. Let's just stick out these. Oh, we've got a plains now, so that's good. But this isn't going to come out till turn 5. Another forest. So if we... So we can start spitting out... Yeah. Tokens. If we want to. With mana. So we can use the mana we're not using because we can't cast anything to spit some tokens out. So supposing we did that. So an elf warrior. There you go. Shame there's no artwork. Yeah. Oh, another plains. So at this point I can elect... Actually, this would be nice. So I can get this out and... yeah, okay. This is cool. So I like this. Don't want to play that yet. That doesn't really apply. So really, the problem is I don't have any red. And of course I can't use this to cheat out my commander because it's not in my hand. Yeah, so this certainly makes sense to cheat that out. So yeah, that's what I do the next turn. And then yeah, so this in combination with this, if we were able to get this out, would be cool. So now, cheat this out using the Quicksilver Amulet. I've got a Swords to Plowshares. We're a bit stuffed, actually. I forgot to quickly make my land drop. I did forget to do that. I'm a bit stuffed at the moment because we don't have any red mana, but then that's, you know, there's not that, we've got slightly less red mana. So as long as this is around, it's not going to, you know, and it's still in play. It's a way round that for any creatures that might have red in them. So, yeah, so there's going to be some interesting synergies between this and this. If I manage to get any more land out. So let's see. Oh, what does that say? Any land? It's not. Yeah, any land. So yeah, so start. This would come out. So now I have my red. Okay, so now I could cast this. So yeah, now. So yeah, it takes a while for this to obviously come online. But if you've got Quicksilver Amulet, you can get creatures out a bit sooner. So then this, I'd be in a position to get this out at some point now going forward. And so let's have a look at some of this. We've got Garrick, Tandra, yeah, okay, that's good. Let's have a look at another hand. So we do have Plains and Evolving Wilds. So I'd probably want to grab a forest. So supposing I did that. Again, we've got a Quicksilver Amulet. Trollhide, Wayfaring Temple. Okay, so let's just look. See how things might pan out. Delina the Wild Mage. Okay. Of course, I really need a way of protecting that, because I mean... There's our mana list. Okay, so this hand, we've got Red, White and Soul Ring. Okay. And a Dragonmaster Outcast. That's quite a nice nice card, but obviously then nothing happens till we get 6 land out. So let's just see. Oh, and we've got a Arios turn 4. Let's just see how good we do at getting there. Yeah, see, we're dragging a little bit, unfortunately. Looks like most of the time, except for this hand, we seem to be getting at least 2 land, but I'm not seeing a ton of ramp necessarily. How did I end up with that in still? That shouldn't be in there. So I could take that out. See, I'd probably take that out. I must have accidentally left that in without thinking. Let's go back here and just... So the only thing I'd probably change is whack in an extra land. So I would take out... Well, hopefully there's no other things I forgot about. I would take out the Glade Cover Scout and maybe do that. So we're now up to 37 land. So yeah, that's probably what I'd do. So let me export that. That's my second copy. It's certainly very interesting, although, you know, it would take a little while for everything to fire up, and yeah, this is super useful in the deck, but it's, you know, it's going to get targeted. I just want to look here because I'm curious if I actually no, I didn't want to do that. Let me just change that back. That's what I was trying to do. So in terms of this card, this Quicksilver Amulet, so it's 4. So really, yeah. So I've got 24. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So half of the, well actually say here, 10. So for under half of these, I'm paying more to get them out if I had to resort to using this, because I was short on, say, certain colours of mana. And it's interesting that it is the red cards, although there are 2 here which require red. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will see you in the next video.